Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another Hammer Productions night. Tonight, I will be reviewing Sherlock Holmes, A Study in Scarlet, which aired on the BBC in 1968. Directed by Henri Safran, from a script by Hugh Leonard, based on the novel of the same name written by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Starring Peter Cushing, Nigel Stock, Joey Melia, George A. Cooper, William Lucas, Edina Ronay, Larry Cross, Craig Hunter, Dorothy Edwards, Larry Dann, and Edward Bishop. Now, this is not a Hammer Productions film. In fact, it's not a film at all. This is an episode of the Sherlock Holmes BBC television series. And this is from season 2. Season 1 of the Sherlock Holmes series actually starred Douglas Wilmer. And by the time season 2 came around, unfortunately, he had a falling out with the BBC, and he dropped out of coming back for season 2. And they ended up replacing him with Peter Cushing. Now, that was great for me because I loved his performance as Sherlock Holmes in Hound of the Baskervilles with Hammer. And when he plays it in this, I mean, he basically is like he's picking up right where he left off and continuing forward. Excellent portrayal of the character of Sherlock Holmes. Even though this is not the actual first episode of this, unfortunately, episode 1, which was The Second Stain, and episode 2, The Dancing Men, are lost to time, apparently. They can't be found, or nobody has yet. They're lost episodes to where we don't have them anymore. Study in Scarlet, episode 3, is the one that we still have, thankfully, available for us to be able to view. And then, ironically, the 4th episode in the series here was Hound of the Baskervilles, which I have not watched that because I just don't want to sour the viewing pleasure of the original Hammer film with Peter Cushing in there. Because even though A Study in Scarlet is a very well done adaptation for a TV show episode, I think that TV budget hampers it, and I don't want to see a hampered version of Hound of the Baskervilles. So I still have not yet watched the episode of the Sherlock Holmes television series for the Hound of the Baskervilles. But like I said, Peter Cushing is pretty damned excellent in this, even though it's got a TV budget, and the action in this is kind of toned down from what it would be for a actual film. But excellent performance by him, and excellent performance by Nigel Stock as Dr. Watson. Now, he had originally played Dr. Watson alongside Douglas Wilmer in the first season, so he's a carryover from that first season, reprising his role in this season alongside Peter Cushing. And apparently Peter Cushing did not really like his time on this series. He didn't look back fondly at it, unfortunately. And that's a shame because he gives a really great performance, even though it does have that TV budget in it. I mean, it sucks that, he didn't really enjoy his time on the show. Also, Edina Ronay is probably the only standout out of the performances in this. Yes, George A. Cooper and William Lucas do well with their roles as Inspector Grayson and Inspector Lestrade. But Ronay's character of Alice was so damn good. It just sucks that she didn't get more screen time, and we were stuck with some of these performances by some of these other actors who, yes, I get that they're doing their best for this BBC television series, but I don't think some of the performances in this are as good as Cushing, Stock, and Ronay. They are the standouts in this episode. And, it is good, or excellent even, when all three of them are on screen together. If we would have gotten more of that in this episode, this would have been a much, much different review for me. It does not have the acting and the caliber of work that Hammer's Hound of the Baskervilles does. That's the reason why I don't want to watch the episode of this show based on the Hound of the Baskervilles. I don't want it to sully what Hammer did. But anyway, my final review for Sherlock Holmes, A Study in Scarlet. I'm going to give this episode, I'm going to give it a 7.2 out of 10. It is excellent when Cushing and Stock are working together on screen. And it's not bad when Cooper and Lucas as their inspector characters are on the screen either. But Edina Ronay is the only other actress or actor in this that really stands out. And that sucks. Because this could have been excellent had it had more bigger name talent in it. But what do you guys think of this episode of Sherlock Holmes? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know in those comments down below. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon so you can be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by the subscribe button, click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan. As a Dark Knight Fan Plus member, you have access to an area on the channel right now where you can request a movie, TV series, or ranking video of your choosing. And when that video goes up, it will go up for all Plus members prior to it going up for all other subscribers. So, if you want to get interactive and help me get more movies on this channel that I might not normally review, become a Plus member. Well, that's it for another Hammer Productions Night. If you missed last week's Hammer Productions Night, check out the link up here to get caught up on that one. Or if you missed any of the other Hammer Productions Night, be sure and check out the playlist right here to get caught up on any of them that you have missed.